This week on the Digital Marketing Scoop, we're talking with TikTok star Jayde Vincent. So this week on the Digital Marketing Scoop, we are talking with Jayde Vincent. Jayde, how are you keeping?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing?
Very well now, thank you. So Jayde, you're, I would say, massive on TikTok. 1.2 million followers, which is absolutely amazing. Well done. That's absolutely unreal. So I suppose if you would just tell us a bit about yourself, what you do on TikTok and across other platforms as well.
So on TikTok, I am a dancer. So I post videos of me dancing on TikTok because it's something I'm very passionate about. And I'm basically using my platform as a way to help teach others and inspire others and help them be their better selves as well. And I use my other platforms as a way, like my YouTube, to help teach the choreography that I post on my TikTok. So it kind of all links.
Very cool. So there's probably a lot of people listening to this who've maybe they've only downloaded TikTok and don't really know what it is, or maybe they've never even heard of it. So if you were to try and explain TikTok to someone, how, I know this is a tough question, how would you explain it?
TikTok is pretty crazy at the beginning. Because when you first download the app, the algorithm isn't really fitted to you. So it just throws everything at you at once. So when you go on the app, it is pretty scary because it's like nothing that you would think you'd ever like. Until you start liking posts that you really enjoy. But TikTok is a video app. It's where you can post whatever you want. There is no limit to this app. So you can say you go to the gym a lot and you want to post videos of you working out, you can do that. Say you're a dancer, you can do that. If you sing, you can do that. If you act, you can do that. There's no limit to TikTok. So TikTok is just an app that you post videos and you can be true to who you are. You can do whatever you like from there.
It's a real creative platform, so more than anything.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I suppose from our point of view, we'd work with lots of different businesses, and a lot of them would be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. For brands, what do you think is there a reason they should be on the platform now, do you think?
Oh, for sure. They should be definitely getting on the app as soon as possible, so that they can position themselves on the app. And they should definitely be going on there, learning about the app before they try and post any content, because obviously it's pretty wild at the beginning. So if they start to post content, they should definitely learn about the app first. Kind of make sure that that algorithm is fitted with them so that they can see the kind of content that other people are putting out that kind of relates to what they're trying to promote, so that they kind of get the feel of what kind of content that they should be putting out.
Very good.
Yeah, I think that's important. All right. I mean, TikTok, it is an unusual one. When you open it first, you're like, what's happening?
It is very addictive, extraordinarily addictive. Once you start, as you say, once it kind of gets to know what you like, you're like, oh, I'll just jump in it for 5 minutes. You're like 40 minutes later. It's like, where did that go?
Yeah. Where did the time go? Definitely.
So do you think you'd have any ideas in terms of obviously there's some really popular sounds and popular memes and things like that work very well. Do you think it's a good idea for companies to try and use those, or should they really be focusing on their own kind of content and their own ideas?
Definitely to be doing all the trend things.
Yeah.
If something's trending, they should definitely 100% hop on that as well, and try and kind of make it kind of their own with their brand as well. So it's kind of it fits, because people love to see you using the trendy kind of sounds or the trendy kind of videos, using the trending hashtags, because that's basically what TikTok is. It's a very trendy app. So if you're on the app using all the trends and all the trendy things, people would love to see that, and TikTok will push your content out there more.
Very good. Yeah, I've seen like lawyers and dentists and stuff like that on it. And there is, and sometimes there is an element of cringe to it, but at the same time, it does make them relatable. It's funny. It's still more eyes on their brand at the end of the day.
Sometimes so bad it's good.
Have you ever used the advertising platform actually on TikTok, Jayde, or do you know much about it?
I don't know too much about it, but I do know that it works because I've seen this campaign for eyelid space. But most brands and businesses use the creators to kind of advertise because it's I don't know. I don't really know too much about TikTok advertising itself.
Yeah.
It is. Like even from yourself, it's obviously become the way Instagram has a massive kind of influencer market. TikTok seems to be it's not going that way. TikTok is already that way as a massive influencer market. What would you have any tips for companies in terms of trying to source influencers on TikTok, or how to match people to their brands?
So once they kind of have that algorithm fit to them, they'll see the top creators that's going to be on their For You page, which is that it's like the Instagram Explore page. And they can kind of just go through. Most creators have their contact information in their TikTok bio, but if not, it's usually in their Instagram. So if you just email them and you're like, hey, you kind of explain what you want them to do. A lot of the creators, because TikTok is such a different app, we really like to have creative control. So whether it's a specific hashtag that we want, the brand or business want us to use, we will happily do that. Use a specific audio, maybe even incorporate something that would relate to their brand or something, but have creative control and to kind of make something relatable in their little way that will fit their brand, because nobody knows our followers more than anybody else. So we'll kind of know what kind of content will be put out there, because TikTok doesn't like anything too commercial. If we see something commercial, we'll just skip straight past it. So if we scroll through the For You page and we see a creator doing a branded video, but we don't know about it, we'll love that.
Yeah, so keeping it pretty subtle.
Yeah, we like it really organic.
Yeah, I think that's important across all the platforms, and it's not. I mean, it's definitely on Instagram you'd see the saturation of ads, but people do get blind to ads very quickly, and your eyes automatically filter those things out. And especially on TikTok, where it's just a flick to get rid of that ad,
and they're gone.
And it's gone. Yeah,
we did a podcast on influencer marketing before, and you brought up a very good point. There is that to make sure that as a brand you don't try and take over creative control, because you as an influencer, you know your followers the best. You know what's going to work and engage them. Whereas if a brand tries to take creative control, that they're more than likely going to end up being salesy, and it just won't work. Yeah,
and they might even just end up wasting their budget a little bit as well. They're not going to get the most from it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Jayde, if somebody was starting out on TikTok, is there any kind of tips for a business? Like if you were to say three things you have to do if your business is going to be on TikTok, any ideas on what those three things might be?
Okay, so 100% learning the app. That's definitely key. You want to know the app before you start posting anything. And then once you do start posting, you definitely want to kind of be really engaging. So if people are commenting on your posts, you want to reply to those, because once you start to get seen more, people will see that person is replying to the comments, and they're like, oh my goodness, I want a reply too. So they'll start commenting on your post too, and then people will be seeing there's loads of comments and likes, and like, oh my gosh, I want to hop on this too. And you also want to be commenting on other people's posts, because then you'll get support from the comments as well, on other people's posts. Wow, this person's commenting on this post, I really nice. And then the person in the video might follow you too, and it would just keep growing. And then another tip is to be consistent. Like, because I post every day about 3 to 5 videos a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't obviously have to post that much a day. You can post like every other day, but being consistent is definitely key because, like Instagram, they like it when you post only like once a day. Whereas TikTok, the more is better. The more content you throw out there, the better you're going to do.
Very good. Fair play. That's like 5 pieces of content a day is a lot.
Yeah.
So Jayde, if anyone listening wants to find out more about you, what platforms are you on? Where can they find you? Besides TikTok.
Yeah, they can find me on my TikTok, which is Jayde Can Dance. My YouTube is Jayde Vincent, and my Instagram is Jayde Vincent X, and I just started a Twitter, and it's Jayde Vincent. Oh no, Jayde Can Dance.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
Very good. Jayde Vincent, thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
That's been this week's episode of the Digital Marketing Scoop.